Welcome! Today I am starting a new series on my channel, which will be a cooking series using my beautiful Ninja Foodi XL 3-in-1. I have had this baby for the last 2 years and I absolutely love this machine. I have learned to make so many dishes on here and I wanted to pay it forward and teach you how to make many of the dishes that I've learned to make. Now this is a pressure cooker, slow cooker, and air fryer all in one, although there are other modes which you will learn throughout the series. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get cooking. So today I'm actually going to be showing you how to make gajar ka halwa, which is a very popular dish in the South Asian subcontinent. It is a sweet dish made out of carrots. Now I know it doesn't sound exciting, but it is actually very tasty. And I will show you how you can use the pressure cooker mode on this Ninja to make that halwa in just a snap.
I have 2 pounds or 1 kilograms of pre-washed carrots, 3/4 cup of full fat milk, 1/4 cup of 10% half and half cream, and 1 cup of khoya or solidified milk, a handful of almonds and cashews, along with some crushed almonds and cashews, crushed pistachios, half a teaspoon of red food coloring, and 5 tablespoons or about 1/4 cup of melted butter. We also have 3/4 cup of white sugar and 1 teaspoon kevra water. I'm just going to start by removing all the tops from the carrots. I'm using my handy dandy food processor to shred all the carrots down. I'm using the grating tool and this just makes the process so much faster. But of course you can use a handheld if you do not have the food processor with the grating tool. Let's power on our machine. Open up the lid, ensure that you remove the air fryer basket. As you can see, my pot is pretty worn out because I use this machine so often. We're going to put it on to saute sear mode, leave it on high, and hit the start button. We're going to start by dry roasting our whole cashews and almonds. Now, I usually opt to do this step on the stove as I'm pressure cooking the carrots just to be efficient. But today I wanted to show you how you could do this step. If you only had the Ninja to work with, you could do this in the Ninja and then pressure cook your carrots as well. But most of the time I will get my carrots going in the pressure cooker and then I will just dry roast this on the stove on the side. So that took about 5 minutes. We're going to pull it out. Make sure your fingers are covered with something. It's hot. Put them back in the plate. And now we are ready to get started with our carrots. Along with the carrots, we're going to add in our milk and our heavy cream. Give it a quick stir. Just make sure all the carrots are submerged. You probably don't have to actually do this, but it's sort of my paranoia. I just like to make sure everything is covered in a little bit of milk. Close the lid. Ensure that the valve is set to seal and not vent. Move the slider all the way to the other end. This will lock the lid in place and activate the pressure mode. We're going to leave the temperature on high and bring the time down to 8 minutes. Hit the start button and you will notice that it's now starting to preheat and build the pressure up. So it took about 10 minutes for the pressure to build completely and now it has started counting down from the 8 minutes that we had set the time to. Once it's finished counting down the 8 minutes, it will start to count upwards and this is slowly releasing the pressure from the pot. Now we do not want to slow release, we want to quick release. So we are going to hit the valve to vent so that all the pressure can come out quick. Once all the pressure has released, unlock the lid and open it up. Give it a quick stir. You want to make sure that the carrots are cooked thoroughly. They should break with very gentle pressure within your fingers. I'm also going to take a quick pause to empty out the water catch tray and dump it out because I often forget to do this, so I'm going to do it right now before I forget. Okay, but going back to our carrots, you will see that there's still a lot of liquid in here. We need to dry this out. So I'm going to put the pot back to saute sear mode on high. At the same time, I'm going to add in my food coloring. This will ensure that it mixes in with the liquid and then turns this dull orange that we currently have into a nice, rich, deep orange, not red. If you mix it in with the liquid and let it evaporate together, then it leaves a hint of color as opposed to turning the carrots completely red. So that's why I added in at this point. And now we're just going to let this continue to cook until all the liquid is evaporated, which takes about 10 minutes. So now that all that liquid is pretty much dried out, we are going to add in our sugar and our butter. We're going to give it a quick stir, and you'll see that the liquid is starting to build up again because the melted sugar and the butter. We need to now dry this liquid out. This will be about another 7-8 minutes to get this completely dried and fried. So it's been 7 minutes and this is looking good. It is pretty much all dried up. I've just been frying it in its own juices now. I'm going to turn off the machine and I'm going to leave it within its own heat. We are going to add in the gira water, the crushed almonds and cashews, along with the dry roasted nuts. And we are going to add in our koya, but leave a little bit out for garnish because I'm going to be using this along with the crushed pistachios for garnish in the end. Because it's still hot, it's going to help the koya become a little softer and blend in with the halwa itself. And that's going to give this a very rich, creamy flavor that you find often in mithais. And that's why I just don't think you can have a gajar ka halwa without koya. So do not do it. Make sure you add koya in there. That's it. It's all ready to serve. I'm going to pull it out and just start plating it here. Garnishing it with the remaining koya I left out, along with the crushed pistachios. This looks and smells so delicious. I can't wait to dig in. Now, you guys let me know. I actually like my gajar ka halwa cold. And I think I'm one of the odd ones out that likes it cold. So you guys let me know in the comments if you guys like it warm or cold, because my whole family thinks I'm crazy because I like to eat it right out of the fridge. But traditionally, I do think people heat it up and eat it. Either way, whatever it is, this is a delicious recipe. Just try it out and let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed, and I will be back with more recipes for you. Bye.